Okay, so today we're training high voltage back, and earlier today we done that in the gym. We started off with what's typically used a lot in the gym, is a lat pull down. So we always pull the bar down just in front of the chin, keeping the tension on your lats and your back as much as you can. So if you think of your hands are like anchors, and you're pulling the bar down with your elbows as opposed to gripping the bar and pulling it down, and that's how you really contract your back. So when you do any back exercise and you've got the bar, a tip is to just always hook your thumb over, so your hands are literally like pulling it down like hooks, as opposed to grasp the bar and bringing your forearms. So let's go and see what that looks like. Okay, so after the lat pull down we moved on to a mass builder. So typically, a lot of people use this in the gym, but the form is what lets people down. They use too much weight, and the barbell row moves the torso too much. What you want to do is keep the torso fairly horizontal, or just slightly off horizontal to the floor, and row the bar up towards your belly button. You should be using your elbows to do this, as opposed to using your lower back and really forcing the weight up with your body. So it's not a deadlift, it's a bent over row. If you can't lift the weight up towards your belly button because the weight's too heavy, just go lighter. You need to feel the back muscles contract. And for most people in the gym, training their back and getting development in their back is very hard because they can't see it being worked. So you have to really think about feeling that muscle contract. If you can't feel it, it's too heavy, there's no point. Okay, after the barbell row we moved on to T-bar rows. Now these are another great mass builder, and typically a lot of gyms don't have a good T-bar. We do at Crunch, but we also use a normal Olympic bar, and I've got a little contraption which the bar slips into, so then you can just use a close grip attachment at the other end of the bar like you'll see, and that aids us to pull the bar in with a close handle. So when you train back, you've got to look at the angles of your hands, which will attack the different angles on your back. So there's no point coming into the gym and doing a lat pull down with an overhand grip, then doing a bent over row with an overhand grip, and doing a machine perhaps row with an overhand grip. You have to keep changing the angles of your hands. So you're going over and then parallel to each other, you also need to go under. So you have to look at the angles as well as the exercises, don't just change the exercises. So here we're doing a close grip row to our belly, or typically called the T-bar row. Okay, so a lot of gyms have got cable rows and almost everyone does close grip rows with them, but we haven't on this occasion because all the angles we've trained so far, this is the only one we haven't done. It's an underhand grip. So we're using a fairly wide bar, we do an underhand row, again pulling it into our abdomen with a slight lean forward of the torso, and that down shifts the tension into your lower part of your back, your lower lats. So here we're really trying to emphasise a squeeze in your body. Try and keep your torso fairly still, no swinging about or rowing it. Again, if that's the case for you to do the movement is too heavy. Remember, you have to feel the back contracting. So every rep you need to be able to squeeze and hold in that furthest back position, that point of contraction. If you can't hold it for a second, then really the weight's too heavy. Okay, so we're often asked how many exercises you do for big body parts. I get asked this all the time in the gym, and really main body parts, major muscle groups, large muscle groups should need at least 4, sometimes 5 variations of equipment or exercises. So the last one we're doing here is a straight arm pull down. We're using a rope on this occasion because that way you can open the handles up and really contract your lats that way. So it's a finishing movement. It's not going to build a huge amount of mass, but it'll help create more thickness and width in your back as a last movement of the day, because by this time you should feel your back's fairly tired and any other big movements really wouldn't get much justice. So a nice concentrating exercise, the straight arm pull down.
over. Work is never over, never over, never over.